morning. Today Magic and I are going to help you prepare to buy a saddle that you find at a tack swap or some sort of consignment store, or even just looking at new saddles. I'm only going to start with the first part, and that is making sure you go prepared with your horse's measurement behind the scapula. So we're going to start with that. Ready? Questions about what kind of wire works best to do the horse's tracing. Obviously, anything flimsy isn't going to work. The problem with this one I've noticed is that it'll twist. So it's hard to get it to have a nice flat surface. But it is definitely doable. And then there's one I found that was a little bit heavier. And I like this one a lot. It holds its shape, but it also is harder to press into place. From the two, I would definitely pick the white one, and I would just be really careful about the wires inside twisting. Now, I don't know their exact numbers, but I can tell you the white one is only 2 wires. This yellow one is 3 because it includes the ground. At that point now where we're going to find the edge of the scapula, and we're going to go ahead and put it, you want some kind of a wire, stiff wired tool to work with. I happen to have a flex tape. Finding that scapula, pretty simple. We see the bulge right here. The trick is you're actually looking for behind the cartilage on the edge of the scapula. It is real important to make sure he is squared. That's a lot of work. All right. So we're going to palpate. You just feel, and you can feel the cartilage. It's kind of like what's up in your nose. You can feel that edge there. It's the same sort of thing. So don't you dare move. So now I'm going to take the ruler. I'm going to slip it down. I'm going to feel for that cartilage. And I'm going to press that ruler in. I'm going to make sure it's on both sides. If you have a handler, you can have that person press down the other side as well. There we go. And there we go. So here we have some different materials to trace on. Anything that's got some substance to it, brown paper bag, folder, as long as it doesn't have the brown. I like to use this drawing pad. It comes up nice and big, uses the whole thing. First thing you're going to do, remember we had a left and right. I'll set it down. And I'm just going to bring it so we come right down to that edge. Take your marker. You're going to go along the inside. So you just simply cut it out. So there I have my tracing. This I'll be putting inside the saddle, and I'll show you what I mean here in a moment. Western saddle. I have my tracing with me. I want it to hang freely. You don't want it on the stand. And I'm going to place it inside. Now, the pommel should not go to the top of the template should not go to the bottom of the swell. You have to keep in mind you need some space here. I have seen everything from 3 fingers to 2. If anybody is riding with 1, then I start getting very concerned. And it's not just because of here, but it's also in the handhold area and how much space is now between the horse and the handhold. All right? So my conchas are off to the side here. This is the top of the bar. You can palpate and feel for it. But I'm also looking, how does it fit in the gullet region. For my horse, for Magic, this would actually be too wide, because for me to have contact on the side, and here's my 3-inch measurement, then I'm not so sure I want this on my horse. I don't want his withers up against that swell. I would rather bring it down and have a fit like this. So to finish up, I just want to show you a saddle that the template does fit to, so you know what you're looking for. And what I'm looking for on the English saddle is pretty much where the D is. It's a little bit above that, and that's where I'm going to put this, and you'll see it fits in. The lower section we're not really worried about, because as you see, that has a give of its own. We really want to just look where the tree bar is, which is right in here. But that's what it should look like. There shouldn't be any pressure. You shouldn't have crinkling. It shouldn't come up to the top of the pommel. It should fit comfortably. All right? If you have any questions, you know who to call.